welcome to the Same Wavelength podcast. Thank you for joining the wave. My name is Morgan Elizabeth, your host, and today my guest is a very lovely guest. I'm happy that I got to know better this year and got closer with this year because we've known each other for like 2 years by now, but we got very close in 2023. This is Sydney.
Hello.
Yes, yes. This is Sydney, my girl, my girly girl.
Hello,
so,
everybody.
so I know a topic I want to talk about was like dating green flags and red flags because we both have boyfriends and they're both actually similar because they both are Hispanic. They both like football and they both are interested in like the same types of things.
Yes.
How long have you
Yes.
been how long have you been dating him?
We're actually almost at the 4 year mark. Our 4 years is in January.
Oh my goodness. And I just celebrated
Yeah.
3 years. We really are similar. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, how many relationships have you been in before him?
Um, before him was two. Like
Okay.
official relationships was two.
And do you think you have like a good list of like red and green flags that you like spot out in people now?
I think so because I've also like talked to different people and that's given me an idea of like what I look for and what I like use as like judgment, I guess, like with red and green flags.
And what you deserve in a man, of course.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So, what are stuff that like you desire from a man? Like what are your green flags?
My green flags are like someone that, can show their emotion, can, communicate. Like that was my biggest thing um before, dating Lewis.
Mhm.
Um Someone that, likes my friends too. So
Yeah,
I
like
feel like
someone
if
that gets
you
along with them.
yeah, because I mean, if you don't like my friends, I feel like there must be something wrong there. I don't know.
Yeah, cuz I
Um,
feel like your friend group is who you hang out with the most, and if you wanted to bring your boyfriend around and he doesn't like them, then it's kind of like I have two
yeah,
different lives at that point.
yeah. I know like every situation with somebody else is different, but personally for me, like that's a really big thing. So like,
For for me, I um I I like that my boyfriend likes my friends. Like obviously he loves you and he loves Savannah,
yeah.
but I don't like any of his friends. I don't know why. I guess I'm a little like I don't want to say like possessive because I don't think that's the word. I hope
Yeah.
that's not the word. But I just know sometimes whenever he talks about other people, I'm kind of like, why are they getting your attention?
Yeah,
Whereas
I
like
get that.
if it was one of my friends that he was talking about, like if he was talking about like hanging out with you or like Nicole, I'm totally fine
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's more like I have to know that person, and I don't know
Yeah.
really any of his friends.
No, I get that. I do. And I feel like that was also, I guess, a thing for me. I really wanted to be introduced to his friends because I guess I wanted to know more of his life. I'm
Yeah,
like, I want to be a part of your life. I want to know like who you're talking about. So like I guess I understand that where like you want to know who you're talking about, you know?
yeah, and like um another thing is like especially with my friends, I want to make sure that they feel the same way about him as I do. I mean, not that they love him or like how I love
Yeah.
him, but I want it like I
I
want
want everyone
them.
to.
Yeah, I want everyone to get along. I want everyone to feel comfortable with each
Yeah.
other. Like I don't want me to go out with him and another guy friend and him be like, "Oh, I'm nervous around him." You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, apparently my last relationship, no one liked my ex-boyfriend and I mean, they kind of told me but they didn't and I'm like and then they didn't tell me really until after and I'm like, "Guys, why didn't you say anything?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like I hated that cuz I'm like I don't like when my friends don't like him and I'm like I that's a big thing for me, you know?
Mm-hmm. So
So
you talked about like he needs to talk about his feelings.
yeah,
Do you like when boys cry or not really?
I do because I really feel like that you're letting out your feelings. I mean, when you bottle them up, it's like it's unhealthy because um it how do I explain this?
When you bottle it
Um
up, it just, in my opinion, it makes it worse. Because then,
yeah,
like, if you're bottling up one emotion about one type of thing, and then another thing comes up, then you're more like you're literally putting one of those emotions to the back burner, and at some point, it's all just gonna explode, and it's gonna be
yeah,
like crazy.
exactly. And then so like I feel like if you however you have to release your emotions, whether it's crying, whether it's like this or that, like let it out, like I'm all for that because taking care of emotions healthy, like in a healthy way, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. If you want to talk it out, if you want to cry, I'll cry with you. I'm like, whatever you
Definitely,
want, because I
definitely.
know, especially men, like they don't get the chance to take care of their emotions in a healthy way a lot. So
Yeah,
finding someone that does, because like I said, like I've had a couple other boyfriends in the past and they haven't done that in the healthiest way. So I'm like, finding someone that does is very important. And
definitely.
luckily I have so far.
Yes, definitely. I like, for me, there's at least, I don't want to say every month, but like every other month, there's a time where like me and my boyfriend just say what's on our mind and try and get it out. And there's
Yeah.
usually a lot
Yeah.
of crying because it's just like we balled this
Yeah.
up for so long. But then once it's out, it feels so relieving because we
Yeah.
understand each other and we're there for each other. It's not like I'm crying and
Yeah.
he's just like, oh, it's okay, like rubbing my back. He's listening and he's trying to find a solution
Yeah.
with me.
No, that happens to us too. It's like sometimes we'll get caught up in life and like we try and talk about things, but then we won't. But then we'll have like those conversations where we kind of just like talk about our feelings and it'll get very emotional, but like we let everything out and everything's good after that, it's like, but like it's we need that, like we'll cry, we'll sometimes like there's we let out like the miscommunications that there might have been, but like it's you need that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for my 3 year anniversary, we were originally going to get a matching tattoo, but
Oh, I love that.
yeah, but with everything that went on in our lives recently, like he lost his dog, and then
Oh, yeah.
work sucks.
Yeah, God, yeah.
So we went to a rage room, and it
I
was
love that.
it was amazing. We let out everything. It was
I love
great.
that idea. No,
And then
sometimes you just need to smash things.
yeah, and like, oh my gosh, you can't smash stuff on a home because then you got a whole mess. They're cleaning it up after you, so it's
I
even
wanted to get
better.
my pumpkin. I wanted to get that pumpkin I decorated recently and just smash that one day because I
You
was so
should. You should. I gave my pumpkin to another person, so
yeah. Mine
I,
mine I think is still sitting around and I wanted to go smash it.
I'm surprised they're not like all gross.
Rotting? Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
they've been in there for a minute.
They have. They're gonna start smelling soon.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna be able to notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other green flags you talked about? Like talking about your feelings, communication, liking your friends. Anything else?
Um, Supporting me. I feel like it's the typical things, but I feel like it's stuff that you don't really see a lot. It's like um supporting me, like whether it's like big or small things.
What's your? Do you know your love language? Like, do you know the 5 love languages?
Yeah, I believe mine is words of affirmation.
Like you like
Like I
being told I'm proud of you and stuff.
yeah, like just like night like positive things.
That's my
Like I'm
shit.
proud of you, like you're
Yeah,
precious, like all those
yeah.
things.
That's
Um
mine too. I love it.
yeah, but I like gift giving. Like I've noticed like I like being told nice words, but I love like giving gifts to other people. Does that make sense at all?
No, like you like receiving words, but you like the giving gifts.
Yeah.
That's
Like that's
exactly how I am.
yeah. I'm like, I will treat anybody to a present any day. Like I just love seeing, so that's
Especially now in like the gift giving season with like Christmas and all these birthdays
yes.
coming up, it's
Yeah.
like if I see something, I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Like I'm a big victim of that. I'll go shopping up like, oh my god, this would be perfect for this one person, and I end up getting it and giving it to them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Christmas gets me so much because I'm like, I want to give everybody something. You all deserve everything.
Yeah, and I don't want to just give everybody a gift card. I want to give them something that like means something, you know?
Yeah. There's like in high school, I used to go around and just like hand out candy canes to everybody. I'm like, you get a candy cane. I was like Oprah.
Oh,
Bro, I'm like, you get a candy cane. I'm like, I want everybody to get something.
that's so sweet. Remember, like,
Yeah.
did your school do like candygrams for Valentine's Day?
Yes. Yes.
I
And I
remember
handed out.
those.
Yeah, I'm
I
not gonna lie. There were some that I got, and I'm like, I have no idea who they're from, and I was kind of weirded out because I'm like, who is this from? I thought it
I
was really sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember I got one and it said from your secret admirer, and I had no idea who it was for like
Yeah.
the rest of the school year. I still don't know who it was.
No, Sam, I got those. Like, I'm like from your secret admirer, and I'm like, this is really sweet, but who is this?
And it could literally be a friend who's just keeping it away from you.
Right?
Like,
I'm like, oh my god, someone's in love with me, and I don't even know.
right? It's like, what did I do to deserve this?
It's crazy.
Yeah. But that's crazy that we had the same love language. I feel like
Yeah.
me, like for the gift giving part, I am so big on it with my friends more than
Yeah.
my boyfriend because he's always like, "Oh, you don't have to get me anything. Like having you is
same.
enough." And it's like, "No." I
No,
want to,
same. He says the same thing. He's like, don't buy me anything, and I'm like, but I want to. I want to give you the world.
especially when he's like, "Oh, I really like this item." And I'm like, "Oh, why don't you buy it?" He's like, "No." Then I'll buy it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna find some way to get it to you.
Yeah. Like he loves like these Hawaiian shirts right now, like the button ups with the designs on
Yeah.
them. So whenever he sees one that he likes, he's like, "Oh, I really like this, but I don't have the money right now. I don't want to get it." I'm like, "Well, I do. I'll just hold on to it."
I love that. That's so
um,
sweet.
yeah, because you like you said, you want to give them the world
Yeah.
with the shit you
Like
be
he
going
deserves.
through from the last relationships.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Like, I am so thankful for Pablo because my last relationship was so ass that I really wanted to go to therapy, but I didn't know how to because
Yeah.
also my parents were like iffy on it, I think. Um, so he also wanted to go to therapy, so it was more of a thing where like I'll go with you, but we'll do it on our own. You know what I mean? Like we'll go to the same therapy
Yeah.
office, but
But
we'll
go to separate
yeah,
meetings.
yeah. So it's like we're both taking care of each other and then also taking care of ourselves.
You and Pablo wanted to, or you and your other ex boyfriend
No,
wanted
me
to?
and Pablo did that. Like when we first got
Okay.
together.
I think that's a good idea because I feel like it kind of it it shows that going to therapy is like okay and you're both like supporting the idea.
Exactly, like the supporting thing is there.
Yeah. Like you're both like okay, like I support that you're going, like I'm going with you, like not together in the same session, but I'm going to do this with you and like have my own session, we're going to support each other through it because I feel like still the stigma like the not what's that's not the word. I don't know. Whatever the word is, like the idea around therapy is still like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
it's getting better. Like people are going more, but some people are like, oh, I don't want to go. And I'm like, okay, but it can help you a lot.
Definitely, definitely. It helped me a lot. I had to go through like 3 therapists though. So that part
That's,
was hard
that sucks. Yeah.
because my first therapist, she was great. I think her name was Anna, but she got a better job in a whole different state. So she had to leave and I had to go to someone else.
Like, peace out. Goodbye.
Yeah, honestly, it was like, oh, we made really great improvement, but now you're gone.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
then
up and
she referred me to another person in the office, and
Mhm.
I stayed with them. But then I think I felt uncomfortable with that person, so then I
Mhm.
got with another person,
Yeah.
and now she doesn't take my insurance, so I don't have a therapist
Dude,
anymore.
that's so annoying. Bro, insurance has been
Yeah,
causing me so much problems, so many problems lately.
for
God,
real. Like
that's so
you
annoying.
want us to take care of ourselves, but
Yeah,
you're
but
not
you're gonna like
gonna.
not let me.
Exactly.
So annoying. No,
Um,
I know quite a few people going to like therapy now. Like more and more people I know are just going, and I think it's great. 'Cause I'm like, also sometimes you want to lean on your friends, but they're also just going through things, and it's like, or they're busy and like you can't talk to them all the time.
yeah, like
So
the
you need,
therapist friend, you don't know what they're going through. Mm-mm.
yeah. So it's like it's good to have like someone, an outsider to go to, you know.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
no,
I loved my time in therapy. Like I would always preach it to people. But
yeah,
I know for some, like I have a friend that had a really difficult time with therapy. So
really,
I don't like pushing it on them because I don't want to be
yeah,
like, oh, your time was bad, but my time was good. Give it a chance again.
yeah,
Like I don't want to be
yeah.
like that.
No, if they definitely have a bad time and like don't want to go back, don't go back. You know.
Yeah. Okay. What about red flags? Is there anything that you're just like, I'm not gonna tolerate this. I don't want this. I don't need this.
Oh, there's definitely some.
For me, it's basically like the opposite of my green flags. Like if you don't communicate,
Yeah,
honestly, like it's done.
yeah,
If you don't support me, done.
yeah.
But like when I think red flags, now I'm always thinking like, what are my icks? That if someone did this, I'll be like,
Pretty
ooh,
much. Yeah.
like maybe not.
And it's always like the little things. Like I feel like if I'm trying to think.
Like
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but pretty much what you said is like if it's the opposite of like those green flags or like those icks where it's like I don't know, like or like it's even the small things. Like if you do something small, but like it makes a big impact.
like
Um,
like some people just like chewing with your mouth open. Like yeah, that's definitely gross. But
yeah,
if he does it throughout the whole relationship, but he listens to me and he communicates well, I think I
yeah,
could get past it. I don't know.
yeah. One of them is like probably if you don't, I guess, support me and my family. Like, luckily, Lewis is a big family guy, so like he understands. Um, like the
Like family comes first, kinda.
yeah. So like he completely. I guess like that's just an example. Or like if I'm doing something with my friends, like letting me have time with my friends.
Yeah. So like your
Um,
red flag in that case would be like if they were not a family person.
yeah, like letting or like a friend person like letting me have time with my friends. Like if you want me all to yourself versus like if you like let me go hang out with my friends every so often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Or like let
have you time.
yeah, like let me go hang out with my family every so often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is good.
That's the one that like that's one thing. What else? Like those. There's also those little icks. I'm trying to think.
Do you have an ick about like if they're listening to their music for too long or if they like watch a certain like genre of videos like on YouTube?
That's a funny one that you brought up.
Cuz for me like I don't mind that he listens to music loudly. It's just like at certain times you should. At certain times it's good to be loud, but at other
Yeah,
times when like at the dinner table with like other people, there's no
yeah.
reason for it to be that loud.
No, I get that. Yeah. No, I'm trying to think because I'm like I haven't had to deal with a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like think of all those icks.
which is good. That's a good thing that you don't have to deal with them, so you don't have a lot. Like that's
Yeah.
good on Lewis.
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm like drawing a blank right
No,
now.
you're fine. Like, do you know who he watches on YouTube?
Yeah, he watches the Sidemen.
Oh my god, that's not an ick. That's not a red flag. That's
I know you're
green
right.
flag.
I know. I was like immediately I'm gonna say that, and you love them, so I'm like I can't
They're
even like
they're
argue against
funny.
them.
I used to not like them because I was like they're kind of weird, but
They're
now
not thick, but they're loud, and sometimes
yes,
that overstimulates me. So
yes. But
no offense
like
for listening to this,
this
Liz, but
the Sidemen versus Speed, like I could not watch I Show Speed at all. But he watches him and thinks he's hilarious. I could not. I could never.
no, he'll put them on sometimes, and like they're funny, they're great, but I'm like they're so loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, all they do is yell. Oh my god.
Like it's really that like if that's how you're making your fan like if that's how you're growing your fan base just by being loud, it's kind of like okay.
You know what? This is not an ick, and I love him for this. I'm dating an iPad kid.
Oh. What do you
Like
mean
I
by
said,
that?
girl, every time we have to eat food, that man pulls out his phone and puts on YouTube or like on the TV, we're watching something. And the thing is, he's gotten me into it too, and that's why I have a problem with it.
I guess for me, like I think I might be an iPad kid because I don't have to watch something, but I have to like have something going on while I'm eating. Or like right now I have to play a YouTube video when I'm going to sleep. And
I guess I get that.
he used to be like that. He used to like
Yeah.
he has to have a YouTube like playlist going on, and
I
then
used
when
to be
he'll
like
wake
that.
up,
I used to have the TV playing when I went to sleep, like noise in the background. So now like I always have my fan playing, not playing, but like on in the background. Like I can't sleep in silence.
it's like that in my it's like that in every bedroom in my house. I'm listening to a YouTube video. My brother is falling asleep to the fan, and then my mom falls asleep with the TV on, but my
Yeah.
dad turns it off when he goes to bed.
That's so funny. No, at one point I think I was like really little, but I had the Annoying Orange playing, like the playlist of all the Annoying Orange videos playing in the background when I went to sleep, and they were still playing when I woke up.
That's scary. I feel like
I
that's
know.
like you're gonna wake up and just hear like or whatever he
Literally.
fucking sounds like. That's funny.
But yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like my family is too. Like I think that's just how it was in my household. So like I have to have something on, like noise in the background.
Yeah.
But no, what's another red flag?
A red flag from like my previous relationship was that sex and those type of favors were very huge for him, but not for
Oh
me.
my god. Yeah.
So I really don't like when like if that's a priority in a relationship that you have to like do those favors for each other, I'm out.
My deal with that is like, at least with like my past relationship, it kind of got to the point where like, and this sounds really bad. It's gonna sound really bad. He just wouldn't understand like no, and like I'm like, oh, like I'm tired, or oh, this and that, and I'm like, I mean, he's like, yeah, and like it's like kind of like the same with that. You're like, oh, it's like a favor in the relationship, and I'm um, like he's sorry, I lost track of my thought.
No,
I'm
you're
like, no,
fine.
like no, I'm like you know, like oh, you know, we did it earlier. I don't know, but she's like, it's part of the relationship. Like you use that as an excuse.
Yeah, I like
I don't want to right now.
he my ex did that too. He was like, it's part of the relationship, like we have to do this. It's like, no, you don't.
Exactly.
And then oh my god, my ex, he thought I was Christian or Catholic because of that. He's like, oh, you don't want to do it before marriage? Like, let's get married then.
Really?
Like, no. Mind you, this is a high school relationship. It's like, hello.
Yeah, literally. Like, calm down. You're in high school.
Yeah. And then now with Pablo, I mean, we do, but it's not every freaking day or every week or
yeah,
like.
that's the thing. It's like I feel like back then with my ex, like it was it seemed to be like a standard to do it like all the time. And like luckily
Yeah,
now Lewis is like he understands like if like you don't have to do it all the time or like he respects my boundaries if I don't want to.
definitely. Like
Um
that type of boundary is very important to have in a relationship. Like it's a green flag if you talk about it, but it's a red flag
yeah.
if like
If yeah.
if it's super
If like
important.
or if like if all he cares about is wanting himself to be pleasured is like what about
Yeah.
me? You know, like what about my comfort about it? Like what about my standards around it, you know?
Like um this was something in the past with like not with my current boyfriend or my ex, it was like with a situationship. But there was a time where we were, get into there, but I didn't want to do it. Like I like changed my mind about it, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, well, can you finish me?" And I was like,
Yeah, they're always
"No."
like that. They're always
Like,
like that.
yeah, and it's just fucking gross. It's like, okay, I said no about me. That also means no for you. Like, no is
Yeah.
no. Like all around.
Exactly. I'm like, can you like respect my boundaries? Can you like understand that maybe like what I want to do is just not what you want to do?
Yeah, maybe all I want to do is cuddle and watch a TV show.
Exactly.
Like another thing that happened a lot was like with my ex and with like the situationship was we would watch like a movie or we would put on like a TV show and there goes his hand creeping up and it's like brother we're
No,
watching
literally
media.
same. Yeah. I'm like, we're just trying to watch a show and cuddle, and then all of a sudden you want to get freaky.
It's
And like
like
every so often was fine, but I'm like,
yeah,
come on.
like I'm trying
You
to watch
know?
Adventure Time, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like certain things, guys, if you're listening to this, come on, boundaries
Yeah.
should be a number one thing in the relationship next to
And like have
communication.
literally and like have those conversations like about that stuff. Don't just kind of like go and do it or don't just kind of like assume those, like what they want.
Yeah, like I don't understand guys that think, oh, we're in a relationship, like there's always going to be consent. No.
No,
Mm-mm.
there's not.
No, like you need the verbal communication or like just some form of communication that tells you yes, and then
Exactly.
if they tell you no, then no, like just stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, that I'm glad we agree. We are really the same person. We're
So
on the same wavelength. Whoa, that's crazy.
that's crazy.
um, so I know you and Lewis have traveled. You guys went to Peru recently,
Yes.
and you go to a ton of concerts, and you guys went to the recent Inter Miami game. How was that?
Yes.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
so fun. It was literally so last minute. We bought tickets at 5 and the game was at 8 because he was coming home from work and he's like, tickets are cheap. I want to go. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, like screw it. You only live once.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fun.
So, they did lose, which was unfortunate. Um, and Messi didn't score a goal, which was also unfortunate.
Oh
But
jeez.
I just got him like a new Messi jersey, and I'm like, you have to break in the jersey. So we went.
Yeah, there you
And it
go.
was so fun. Like the stadium's great. The environment was great,
That's
and
good.
it was just like it was great. And he had so much fun because he's always wanted to go to a game and watch Messi play. And we had like for what we paid and like for last minute tickets, we had great seats. And it was actually really funny because just like a little small side detail, we
Uh-huh.
we ended up sitting in the wrong seats, and we were sitting in someone else's seats who ended up coming, and then we jumped seats. The other people ended up coming, so we were kind of like in the wrong seats the entire time. And we were fine, but like the end of the game,
Oh.
but our seats were like the way the section was labeled, it was weird, and our seats were only like a few rows over,
Uh-huh.
but we ended up like just jumping seats so many times. But I mean, it worked out. I don't know how to explain it, but like it worked out. We
That's all that
were
matters.
Yeah, it's great though. I had a lot of fun.
Are there any like spots that you've been to with Lewis that you're like, or with your friends that you really loved and enjoyed, and you go there more often? Like something that I would say as a cozy spot for me and you would be Mochi Nut in West Palm Beach, where
Oh,
we
I
would get our
love Mochi
donuts,
Nut.
boba, and
Yeah.
then we would spill some tea.
Yeah. I love Mochi Nut. Um, I guess I can say Flanagan's just because like I've been there plenty of times and that's where everyone seems to congregate.
Yeah.
Um, what else?
Like what's
Hmm.
like do you guys to go to Orlando a lot? Or
Yeah.
so are there any spots like near Disney that you're like we go here every time, or like traditions, I guess?
There's not by Disney, but there's one restaurant. It's Brass Ring that like me, Lewis, another friend of mine, Ben, um, and Liz like will typically go to. We go there a lot. Whenever Ben comes into town because he goes to school in Orlando, so we'll typically go there. Like that's another place that's always like a go to.
Is it like a
Um,
Flanagan's?
yeah, pretty much. It's like a sports bar and grill.
Okay.
I like that place a lot.
Have you been to Glitch?
No,
Are you off Wednesday? Hold on.
no,
You're not.
I work till 10.
No. I was gonna say a couple of us are going. Like a couple, like Julian's going, Kristen's going. If you want to invite Lewis, but I don't know if you work on Thursday.
I don't. I do have class, but like not until the afternoon.
Ooh, if you want to join, I think they're open until like 3 a.m. I know it's in Fort Lauderdale and it's far, but
I might think about it.
yeah, you think about it. But that's a
Put a
spot for
casual
me.
invitation over the podcast.
I mean, hey, I do that a couple times. I'm like, hey, you want to do this?
That's so funny. No, I would love to go there and see how that's like going. I love El Camino. I've had some great experiences there.
That's like
Um,
a spot for everybody. Yeah.
like just like nice, like group dinners.
I love Fort
Uh,
Lauderdale for like nightlife activities.
I haven't been there enough. I have not had enough fun there for like nightlife, but I do want to get more into it
It's
because
just
I'm
so
really not.
busy.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't had time to like I guess explore. Like I've traveled like outside of the country a lot, but I haven't had time to explore like the local area a lot.
Yeah. I think I'm like the opposite there. Like I explored a local area a ton because I don't have
Yeah.
enough money to go out of state
Yeah.
or like out
No,
of
I get
country.
that. I'm like, it's expensive. Goodness.
Yeah,
Just so fun.
like I Pablo keeps telling me we should use the Costco package, like travel packages, to go to like
Yes.
different places. I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, we're in a different country.
Literally. I mean, also like if you go to the right place, the currency you're paying a lot less. You know,
Yeah.
like we went to the DR. It I think it was there, or even and Peru too. When we went to both of those places, I think it was like we were paying a lot less because the way it transferred over,
Mm-hmm.
like it's like a dollar was like way more, and so we saved a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Um,
noticed that when I'm buying stuff online, like that's in euros. I noticed
yeah,
like the dollar is less than the euro, if I'm correct.
yeah, I know
Um,
what you mean. I don't know how to say it, but like I know what you mean.
yeah, like the conversion is more than I expect,
Yeah,
but it's worth it.
yeah, no, that's also why I love traveling because I'm like, hey, I'm having fun. And I'm not like saving money, but I'm also saving money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like saving money and making memories. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like that's what I need to start getting into. That's my goal for 2024, to travel more. We've already had
Yeah.
plans for like we're gonna not go to Disney World as often as we did this year or last year. We're gonna go to the other Disneys because we've never been to Disneyland. I really want to go.
To go to Disneyland.
I know. I want to go to Cars Land.
Oh, dude, yes. I've only been to California Adventure, not even like the other side, like of Disneyland, but it's so fun. Cars Land.
I just wish your annual pass worked over there. That'd be amazing.
No, they should do that, but it's Disney, so they're not going to because they like to take everybody's money. The tickets aren't even expensive.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. Anyway, sorry, continue.
No, and then I also want to go to Tokyo Disneyland because our manager went there and she brought me back a keychain and I was like, oh my god, I want to go. And all the food that's there, I see all the food, bro, and I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I just know the wait times are super freaking long.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw a TikTok and like it's ridiculously long.
Yeah. But then I want to go to Disneyland Paris, but I don't want to go to France. Like that's not on my bucket list of places to join or to travel to.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I mean, no offense, but I think French people are kind of rude.
No, I've heard that plenty of times before.
And I will get easily offended.
You'll get mad and you'll want to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Like my grandma has a little French in her, and I'm like, okay, if there's a bunch of that in France, I don't think I could handle it. I don't think so.
If I go, like, they're gonna be insulted that I don't know like the language, and then they're gonna be like, well, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like that's why I'm scared of going to other countries if I don't like understand like their culture or their language, because I'm learning Spanish. But Pablo keeps saying, oh, we just have to go to Chile for a month and you'll come back fluent. Like, but
it's not like that though.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah. So I'm afraid that if I go to like France or like Italy or Germany or any of those, or like Japan, and I don't know anything they're saying, I don't want to come across like an American tourist.
I know some places are nicer than others. Some places are like willing to help you learn.
Yeah.
But no, I know some places are like not as nice, and some places actually like are really funny. Like I think somewhere in Asia, I can't remember which country, but they're like they look at tourists and they're like in disbelief. Like I'm sure I forget. Like I said, like I forget which Asian country, but I'm sure if you went over there, they would stare at you like, oh my goodness, like you're like a royalty, because it's like the light skin, like the ginger hair, like
especially my hair, bro.
God, like they would, but no, that's the thing. Is like when I went to Peru, they were like nice enough. Some of them were like nice enough to like, I guess, help me. Mainly his family, but it's like I had Lewis translating me for like half the time. Like I want to learn. I want to sit there and be like, oh, like help me. And like some of them were nice, but I know some countries are like, oh, like what are you doing here? Like you need to learn the language, which I don't blame them. But I'm like, I don't want to be looked at as like an American tourist. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
I know you think we're stupid, but sorry, we are.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like asked if you're a different ethnicity than what you are?
Yes. Many people say, go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
So many people, not so many, but like there have been people several times that have asked if I'm like Argentinian or like Brazilian or something.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I guess like they can be like really white. But I've been asked that before.
In middle school, I'll always remember this because I recently got back in contact with someone that I knew from middle school, and he still thinks this. He thought I was Asian.
What?
Because of my small eyes.
So maybe if you go over to Asia,
they'll be like, one of us, but she's ginger.
So like you can pass for one of them.
Yeah, and I was also a lot of people, like, well, not a lot, but if I had customers that will come in and, like, they will speak Irish to me, and I am Irish, but I didn't know they had a language.
Yeah, they have like a whole language.
And then I have gone Brazilian before, but I would just say I do speak Portuguese, but the Portugal kind. And I only know one phrase. So, not very good.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, I'm surprised that I've been mistaken as like anything other than white. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. I'm
yeah.
like, I look so white. I'm literally Polish and Russian. I don't know why I would be mistaken as anything else.
That's what I'm
But
saying. Like,
I'm like, look at me.
if someone looked at me and thought first, "Oh, you're Portuguese over Irish," I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Wait a minute."
Like, okay, I mean, thanks, I guess. I don't know.
Like you're right, but do you not see the red hair, the brown eyes, the freckles?
Yeah. No, that's why I can't wait to like start fluently speaking Spanish and like going somewhere and like completely just speaking in Spanish and seeing what they say or like seeing their faces.
Yes.
Cause
Like
I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there and it'd be so funny.
Pablo's family, when they have friends come over, a lot of them only speak Spanish. So
Yeah.
they'll try to speak to me, and I'll be able to say like, "Oh, como estás? I'm bien, y tú?" And they'll be like, "Oh," and then they'll try speaking to me more, and that's where I'm like, "Un poquito," or "un pequeño."
No, same. Like Lewis's family, like the primary language in his house is Spanish. So it's like I'll try and listen in and like I'm just really scared to speak it because I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna mess up? But I'm like, I try and listen and I'm like, yeah, see, like yeah, like, and then I'm like, no, I can't.
Like another thing is like the accents.
Yeah.
Like que dia is like I don't want to say que dia.
Literally, I start saying it, and then well, I'll say it around Lewis. Like, I'll say something, and then he starts laughing at me, and I'm like, okay, you got to give me some leeway, because I'm like, listen to me. I'm not gonna have the accent right away.
Exactly. Like, hello. It's not my first language.
I don't know if you pay attention, but at work, Matt speaks Spanish
Yes,
sometimes,
he
and we'll
does.
be doing it, and I'm like, we're having little Spanish lessons at work.
That's nice. I've
I
had
love that.
that. I've had that with other people too at work because we do have a lot of different speaking like coworkers.
Yeah, with different languages.
Yes. So I like learning. It's just I feel like if a customer came up to us while we were speaking, I wouldn't want that customer to speak to us.
No, I had a customer come up to me once. He's like, "You speak Spanish, right?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "I thought I heard you speak Spanish once." And I'm like, "Don't know when, don't know where, don't know how. Not me."
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe like I jokingly said like "Hola."
Or
Like,
sometimes like I would mistake that a coworker of ours speaks this language fluently when they only know certain things.
yeah,
So if a customer comes up to me and is asking for a Spanish speaking person, I'll go get that person that I think speaks
yeah,
fluent Spanish, but they're like, "Oh, I only know
yeah,
a couple words."
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, well, they're
Oh,
at if they want to ask where the bathroom is, I know how to tell them aquí."
literally. ¿Dónde está el baño? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Like down the road. I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
I know road is like, or street is like calle.
Yeah, we'll get
Duh.
there. We'll get there.
Duolingo has done me right.
What's your Duolingo streak?
Actually, I just looked at it. 192.
Dang, I just started Duolingo. I'm at
I saw
22.
that.
I'm proud of myself though.
I've been using some streak freezes lately. I have not been keeping up.
Uh-oh.
No, it's been bad. I have not been doing it.
Oh my
But
god. The Garfield movie trailer came out.
there's a Garfield movie?
There's a Garfield movie.
God. I'm like, that's gonna be exciting. I don't think I fully watched the first one because there's like a first one a while ago, right?
Yeah, apparently this one is more animated. I remember the first Garfield being like a three like it was a weird looking cat.
Yeah. It was
But
like
this,
really weirdly animated.
yeah. But I'm excited. I think Chris Pratt is Garfield, like he was Mario, but let the man get his check, honestly.
Literally, let the man get his check.
Oh, speaking of celebrity, okay, this is gonna be the last. I'm trying to do this game, and I don't know if it's gonna work. I saw it on. I saw Brittany Broski like say this on her podcast, and I thought it was so funny.
Okay.
So I think she put up a picture of a celebrity. I don't know if this is just in the edits I'd be seeing on Instagram, because with the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, Josh Hutcherson has been popping up a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Is he in
But
that movie?
yeah, he's the security guard.
I have not seen that movie yet.
It's really good, in my opinion.
Okay.
But she said, like she put up the picture and she was like, and then you get this picture, and I take her to my penthouse and I freaked it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but she's like,
I think so.
she's like saying, I love this man. This is my celebrity crush. I love this picture, like all that type of stuff. So I kind of want to make it a game of like, what is that picture for you? Like, what is that celebrity in your head that you're like, yes, this is that.
I've never truly had a lot of celebrity crushes, but if I really had to pick one right now, I would say this might be controversial. I'm not gonna lie. You know Matt Rife?
Yes. Okay. Not controversial. I agree.
Okay, cool. Because I know not a lot of people like his comedy. They're like, oh my god, like he says like harmful things, or not harmful, but like he says like wrong things, and he, stuff about his comedy. But like when we do stand up comedy, like you kind of have to make certain jokes.
Yeah, like you,
No, I don't know.
You kind of have to get a gauge of your audience, and that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like him, and he's a very good-looking man.
I really wanted to see his comedy show, but it sold out so fast.
Same. I went when like tickets went online. They went online at like 10, and I forgot about it until like 10:38. And I'm like, oh my god, let me just check in and see what's going on. Sold out immediately.
Yeah, like good for him. Really good for him.
No, good for him.
But damn, I wanted to see this band in person. I know there was one person from my high school that went to see him, but it was a no phones event. So they really just posted like the poster and then nothing about the event.
Yeah, no, same. So when I go to college with her, like, I don't have classes with them or anything, but they go to the same place as me. But they went, and I was really jealous because I'm like, I should be that person.
Well, I'm jealous of you. You're going to the same place and seeing Bruno Mars. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So excited. That's also a no phones event, which I don't understand why, but you do, boo, Bruno.
Yeah. For me, like, I guess my celebrity crush right now is Wilbur Soot from the band Lovejoy. He's also a Minecraft Twitch streamer, but he's more.
I've seen this person.
He's more musician now. I don't know if you want to look him up, but he has like brown fluffy hair. He I think my whole thing with my celebrity crushes is they look like Pablo.
I love that. Oh my god.
Because like the brown fluffy hair, he has he's British, so he has white ass skin. But like I had a celebrity crush on Josh Hutcherson, the brown hair, the scruffy features. Then I had a crush on Pedro Pascal, who is like Pablo is going to be Pedro Pascal when he is older.
100%.
I swear to God, because he's Chilean, and his brother looks exactly like his dad, and Pablo looks exactly like his brother. So it's kind of like, oh, if that's gonna happen, then And he grows out his hair. The other men in his family don't, but he grows out his hair. And Pedro Pascal has long ass hair, or used to have long hair. So I'm excited to be dating or marrying Pedro Pascal's lookalike. I'm so excited.
That's so funny.
And then we're not gonna just talk about the men. Do you have any women that you're like, yes, that is my woman crush Wednesday every day?
I feel like I can easily say, oh, you know who? Zendaya or SZA?
Ooh, SZA's a good one.
I love SZA.
I feel like all the Zendaya girls are now into SZA.
Yeah.
Like I guess I'm chronically online when I say this because both of my crushes are online creators.
It's okay though. You know, like if you watch your people, you know, I feel like it's not better than, but also like not
Because
as bad as, like, I feel like
they're not celebrities. Like they're not like super famous.
Everybody loves Zendaya, so like it's not a bad thing to like somebody else, you know?
Yeah. Like I really like Ray. I think she is so beautiful. I think she is so funny. And I also like Pokimane, who is like the OG female streamer or like content creator. But like if I was gonna say celebrity, like someone that everyone knows, like a music artist or an actress, it would probably be Anna Kendrick. To be honest.
Oh, I love Anna Kendrick.
She just does not age, and I think she is so beautiful.
Does not age.
Wait, did I say Anna Kendrick?
Yes. Did you mean somebody else?
I meant Anne Hathaway.
Her too. But they're both very sexy.
They're both very beautiful. I think Anne Hathaway just also like none of them age. None of them age. Guys also have man crushes and woman crushes, but I feel like theirs are kind of on a different level than us because
100%.
They're not like they don't have a crush on Ryan Reynolds because they like him. They have a crush on him because they want to be him.
Yes.
Whereas like the woman crush is like if they had like a cheat day, it would be that celebrity.
Yeah, no, because I've asked Lewis too. I'm like, who's your man crush or woman crush, whatever? Like, who do you think is just sexy? And like, the guys, he said he's like, he's wanted to be them, and like, there's been women too, like where he's like I like them, you know, like he's like, oh, I think they're really sexy, but it's the men where he's like, I want to be them.
Yeah, like for me, I wouldn't mind being Valkyrie, but I just think she's beautiful. Like if I was able to meet her, I'd be like, wow, you're gorgeous.
Yeah, like it's literally not about like wanting to be her. It's like I just genuinely think you're gorgeous and like you're perfect in every single way.
Yeah, exactly. Like Pablo's is Margot Robbie, and he sometimes he'll use it against me. He'll be like, oh, you're talking about this celebrity? Well, I'm gonna talk about Margot and her in this movie. Like, well, okay.
It's not like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's an ick. That's an ick.
Yeah. No,
but it's okay. He doesn't do it as often. But like a recent thing that happened was like Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh, sorry. That was he's very beautiful. He's a very beautiful man. Again, kind of looks like Pablo if he grew his hair out and had a mustache. Yeah. But he's like he's gonna be in this new like Spider-Man villain movie called Kraven, the something hunter. I might be saying this wrong. But when that trailer came out, me and Savannah were in the movie theater and the trailer came out and we were like, oh, we're watching this, me, you, and my mom. And I had to text Pablo. I was like, so when this movie comes out, I'm seeing it with Savannah and you cannot be in there. He was like, okay, when the next Margot Robbie comes out, I'm gonna see it. But he did not see Barbie, so that was a lie.
The thing is, like, he's just saying it to say it. And, like, I don't know. That bothers me.
He's kind of saying it to, like, I don't know. it used to be a big thing where I would talk about Harry Styles and he'd be like, you don't have to talk about him. But now, like, I think he is realizing that when I talk about celebrities, he like looks at them. He's like, oh, they have the same features as me. So it's not like I'm looking at a blonde girl, like a blonde guy with like green eyes.
Like literally someone that looks like him.
Yeah. So it should be a compliment. Whereas he's looking at Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Like that's someone different.
Yeah. Anyway, love you, boo. But let's not do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to let you go. I think this was a great episode, if you agree.
I do. I'm also very sorry if you can hear my dog barking.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. But
I'm sorry to all listeners too.
I enjoyed our conversation though. I think it was very fun.
Me too. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got to do this.
Yes, and this is probably like I don't want to jinx it or like say anything bad about my previous guests because everyone is amazing who's ever on the show. But I feel like we were the most on the same wave.
You think honestly? So?
Yeah, because everything we were saying, we were like, oh, I agree. Like, I feel that way too.
No, I definitely think so too.
So that was very fun. That I didn't feel like what I was saying, you were going to be like, what?
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for riding the wave. Our next...
Of course.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, guys.
You're good. No, she's not. She's an amazing guest. Everyone give her love. Our next guest is going to be another fun guest. I have everyone lined up for the rest of the year, which is so exciting. And then I like an exciting thing that I don't want to like announce, but I want to say is that I might be getting a studio next year.
That sounds so exciting.
I'm so excited.
That's so fun.
Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, Sydney, and thank you.